Welcome back to Creative Talks, a series in which we get to know creative minds and bodies alike. We are at the end of the third day of a workshop hosted by Fabian Thomé. We are really privileged to have him here. Welcome.
Welcome.
How are you?
Really good.
Great. I'm gonna have to ask basic questions first. Just tell me, how did you become yourself? Who are you? Where do you come from? What's your background? Just anything that you consider relevant to describe yourself.
Okay. I'm from France, but I live in Spain. My background is, some history, a little strange, but I start with a flamenco dancer.
Okay.
When I am so young, with 7 years. And I continue a long time. I continue the Conservatoire in Madrid. And after the Conservatoire, I dance with a different company of the flamenco dancer. Mm-hmm. And I start the contemporary dancer with 32 years.
At 32 years
yes.
You started contemporary?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that's
really late. Something in my life changing, and I decide, okay, I want to try. And I start with 32 years. I work a little bit with Sharon Friedman. Okay. And after I work with the Cirque du Soleil for 6 months in Macau, in Chinese, okay, for some projects. And here is the first time when I see Sidi Larbi Cherkaoui, he coming to see the show.
Yeah.
And it's the first time when I see and I speak with Sidi Larbi Cherkaoui. And after the Cirque du Soleil, I continue to work with different projects, one in Switzerland. And after the Switzerland, I go in Houston for some festival. And really surprised, I arrive in the hotel and just I see Sidi Larbi. Hello, how are you? I remember like that. And he said me, what do you do now? Just I constructed some solo, the new solo. Okay, Fabian, I want to see, and send me the video. I send the video, and after 2 weeks, he called me for, I want to speak with you, Fabian, and I go in Brussels, and I speak with him. We try some improvisation together in the studio, and he proposed me, do you want to make my next production?
Okay.
And of course, thanks a lot. I go in Brussels to live for 4 years, and I dance and I teach with the company, the Sidi Larbi Cherkaoui, for 6 years.
Wow, great. That's it. That's how you start contemporary dance. That's basically meet Sidi Larbi, and afterwards.
And after that, of course, I start to teaching with a lot of different school, different center, choreographic, different company, and I create my company in 2014. Mm-hmm. And little by little, I create more and more and more. And now I continue with my company. I can't live just of the choreographer, and I mix dancer, teacher, and I continue with my company, but depends on production, depends the money, depends everything. And this is my history.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you if you still perform as well. So you do. You still dance for other productions or companies.
Yes.
Okay. Really interesting, because usually, I mean, contemporary dancers or classical dancers, they have a lot of academic background in their early age. How was the transition from flamenco to contemporary? So you didn't study contemporary dance in a school, right?
No, a little bit. In the conservatoire, of course, every day we have classic. This is
you had classic as well.
This every day. Yes,
besides flamenco.
One class, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the flamenco, you have a lot of, not just flamenco, you have the classic Espanol, folklore, we have different background. But I try sometimes some class of contemporary, but just a little bit. But when I develop more and more and more, my body is a lot of teacher. He said me, Fabian, do you have potential for the contemporary? And I love the flamenco, but in this moment, I say I need to change something. I want to try something. Yes. I want to explore something different. And just I say, okay, I decide, and a lot of people say me, you are crazy, Fabian, and now with 32, don't change. You have a lot of background with the flamenco, but I think so I changed for necessity, you know, it just...
change yourself.
Yes, in the flamenco, really nice moment, really nice, but it's a little more mathematic, everything, and maybe I need something more. For example, when I dance more flamenco, always the people say me, yeah, but your style is a little different, you mix with something different, a little bit more contemporary, a little bit more. But the flamenco is so traditional, you know, and when you try something really traditional, really out of the tradition, yes, the people, of course, I'm French. This is when I start the conservatoire, I'm the first French people. After the 60 years, I think so, in the conservatoire, I'm the first no Spanish people, and I do 2 auditions. The first audition, first to see me, we really need to see the French people. It's a little strange. We need to see, and typical like Billy Elliot, you know. I remember 4 girl, and he say me dance now. And okay, and but it's really nice experience. But after a lot of time, just my body, he say me, I want to explore something different, and I need, and one day, after the, I have some history, this is more personal in my family, something no good. I decide, I stop 1 year totally the dance, and I decide, when I come back, I want to try totally the contemporary and explore my body with different and I start little by little. Of course, really difficult, but the body from like that, after like that, is totally different.
Yes.
But I think so is a newborn for me, for everything, you know. And little by little, just I explore more and more and more and more. And he's opened a new door with a different company and more. And this is why it's for necessity. And I love to explore different. This is I love my work but always I love to explore new backgrounds, I'm really curious with different dance, different, this is, yes, I love to explore all the time, something new. I hate to continue just what I have the control.
Of course.
And I love to explore, and maybe I can't, maybe yes, but I prefer to explore.
Yeah. I think this is healthy, to have the need to go a bit into something that is not maybe as known as before, or as pleasurable, or not as easy. After you did the transition to contemporary dance, and you did the circus, and you've met Sidi, how was the whole transfer to Brussels and to working in a company like this? Did you find it overwhelming, or did you adapt to it fast? How were you feeling back then?
Of course, I adapt little by little. When I start with, for example, with Sidi Larbi, Cherkaoui, some every people is different backgrounds.
Yeah.
Some people are from tooting, popping, some people from more circles, from people. Every people is different, and this is really nice. Not just for the choreographer. Sidi Larbi Cherkaoui for me is incredible choreographer, incredible human, and yes, it's a lot of chance for me. It's an opportunity to explore with this choreographer, but to explore with different dancer and musician. In this production, we have 5 dancers. With Sidi Larbi Cherkaoui, he come back to dance, and 5 musicians. From Japan, from Korea, from Africa, from every culture, so
Cultural
different
clash.
country, totally different. But I think so. This is so interesting, so constructive for everyone. I think so, and of course, when I start, I have a lot of respect, and I say, oh my God, never I try the tooting, never I try a lot of backgrounds. But I love the challenging, and I say, okay, and but for me, this experience is my best experience in my life of the dancer, just for. Maybe when I start, I say, wow, it's really difficult. My body is prepared. I need more. But the dancer, the choreographer, we change together all the time, and we create together. And I think so is really constructive, not just for the physicality, and but for the mind. I think so is my mind is after that really open, and always Sidi Larbi Cherkaoui, when he speak with the team, he explain is so important to mix the culture, to mix. Different backgrounds, movements.
Bodies,
It's not necessary to put some identity. This is more contemporary. This is more dance.
Yeah.
And dance, a little theater. We try singing. The first time I singing, I don't singing good, but I try, and. Very complementary, everything. Every week we have the meeting, what you're thinking for the scenography, really with everything, not just the dance. He changed Sidi Larbi Cherkaoui with every team, everything.
Yeah.
And this is, for me, is incredible, but not just is a movement, it's why this dramaturgy, why this scenography, why, and yes, and of course it's a great opportunity, but with just one production, we do 4 years non-stop the tour, and 100 shows every year, and it's really. Yes, the pleasure is incredible, and I think so is great opportunity to develop the show.
Yeah.
This is a problem for different company. When you don't have the big name, you can't to explore, and I think so when you start the premiere and when after the 50 show, is totally different, the show. Yeah. And this is, I think so, is necessary for everyone, for every company. To have more show and more to develop more and more, and I think so it's so necessary. But But of course, I understand. Not everyone has a big name, and but I hope one day in the future we have more and government for every country, more support, and is necessary. I think so for the creativity and for the every dancer to have more opportunity to dance.
Yeah, usually this doesn't happen, unfortunately, or it happens but with great difficulty, you know, having this time, which is a luxury most of the times, to spend years transforming with a piece. So me as an individual, I transform along with the piece. 1 year passes, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Exactly.
And as you said, it's totally different from the beginning to now. What do I bring new to the piece?
Exactly.
How is the piece talking to me now? Do I still relate to it? Do I still find pleasure in it? Do I still want to do it? So yeah, there are a lot of questions, and because of money, time, different programs, it's sad when shows die early, because maybe
of course for
they
me
don't reach the full potential, you know?
Yes, for me it's sad when you create 3 months some show or some production and just you have 5 shows, and after it's finished, this is really sad, not just for me, for everyone. And but this is a life of the world of the dance, and I think so for that is so necessary to change, to create some community with the different dancer, with and I think so for me the future is the collectivity. And this is maybe good, and don't stop the creativity. Maybe we don't have show, but we can to change together with different people, different hearts, different, and maybe it's better, of course, to have the show, but see, we don't have recreate some show, but together in the studio. I think so. This is maybe the future.
Togetherness.
Yes,
just being around.
We can to develop that maybe, and maybe see we develop that, maybe someday the government, the politics, everything change and support a little bit more. I hope.
Yeah, we can only hope. Yeah. Utopia. So you talked about change and complementary actions, you know. I wanted to ask you, how do you navigate these 3 fields, teaching, performing, and choreographing? Are you still satisfied? Do you feel the most comfortable in one or the other, or how does it work for you?
For me, it's so complementary. For me, I love teacher, I love the pedagogy, and I think so it's so interesting and necessary for my philosophy of my work to develop more and more my pedagogy. And not just me, is the dancer he give me, I give you, is the change. And for to develop more my philosophy of the work, I think so is the best option to mix dancer, teacher, and choreographer. I love, for me, I don't have some, I prefer that, I love to teach, I love to dance, and I love to create. But for me, it's really complementary for my philosophy, for understand more what I want, what I don't want, or what I want to develop more. See, I don't have a lot of, I don't give a lot of workshop, a lot of teacher. Maybe I don't have time to explore more my philosophy.
Because during the classes you explore as well,
Of
right?
course, always. And maybe someday, sometime it's good or not. But I need to try.
Of course, yeah.
And when I try is when I have the answer of my question, of the philosophy of my question form. And yes, for me it's really complementary for everything. When I try something new, for example, or I explore something new with a dancer, maybe it's a new idea or a good idea to develop more for my next project. Always I do that.
Yeah.
I explore something
Bits
and
of
I say,
inspiration.
yes, this is good, I want to explore more.
Aha.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And of course with my proposition, maybe some dancer, he proposed something different what I imagine. And this is so complementary for me, you know.
Yes.
And this is why it's necessary to to change with the dancer, the creativity. Of course I like to put my material, but I love to change, and you propose with some concept, with some idea really clear, but it's nice to create together. For me it's really necessary, and I think so it's really complementary for everyone, not just for me, for the dancer, to participate in the creation, but not just for the movement, for everything.
At this age and stage in your life, do you still take classes sometimes? Do you go to workshops to train?
Yes, when I have time.
Yeah.
Now I don't have a lot of time, but of course when I have time, I love to explore, and maybe something really different. The last workshop I tried the butter. But yes, I like to try different. When I have time, it's necessary for me. For my training, I need to have training. I have 44 years now, and I think so it's the best moment. Everyone is there, and you are old, you continue to dance. I think so. This is, everything is in the mind. So you want to continue, you continue, and of course, but you need the training.
Yeah.
The training for your body and for your security, and for me, after the 35 years, the best moment, so different when I dance, and my mentality is different, maybe, sure, no, maybe, sure. And yes, it's, I think so. It's for me it's the best moment after the 35 years. My mentality totally changed, and maybe now I dance for me, really for me, what I want.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm gonna have to show this to everybody, because you know sometimes we find ourselves at like 25, 26 saying, oh my god, this is becoming too hard, I'm too old, I want to stop. By the way, do you feel like you would want to stop? Do you have this thought from time to time, saying to yourself like, I have done enough, I don't want to do this anymore, this is not interesting to me?
Yes, for me, maybe one time or two times, of course, in my life, I say I can't more. But I try to stop a little bit, not too much, but I think so after the 5 months, 6 months, I say no, not is possible. But maybe after this, when I say maybe I can't more, I want something, I don't know, different, maybe try. But in this moment, I think so is good when you ask you, and my answer is no, this is my passion, and I think so is my passion for all my life.
So you don't imagine yourself doing something else?
No, no. Maybe, of course, if my body I continue. I don't know how many times, but I think so. It's not necessary. Of course, I can't do the same when I am 25, but the dance for me, no, it's just like movement, or you have everything, and maybe I move just my finger, but with some presence, I come to explore something different. Dance for me, no, it's just movements. It's yes, it's I don't know. Yes, it's my life, of course. But when you observe the world, every people dance. When you see the streets or you film at the streets, you have the choreography all the time of the architecture, the people move, speak. I think so. If theater is something theatrality and something to dance, every people dance. But maybe, or you go in the kitchen, you prepare, you do that, you put the water like that, you move, your body move. And yes, I think so, never, I can't imagine stop. I want to create, to continue to create. I repeat, I create not for I want to be choreographer. Is necessary for me.
So for you, it's not an achievement.
It's necessary to discover something different all the time, and this is why I can't stop.
You mentioned in the class, I think yesterday, you said at some point during an exercise, do not pretend, feel. Do you want to elaborate on this idea? What do you mean when you say, because you talk about states or intentions in movement, and these are quite difficult concepts. When you teach those, people can be like, I got it. You cannot define intentions, you know, it's something that you need to feel, as you said. But how do you find the difference between these things? When do you feel like people pretend?
Yes, but today, not just today, I observe a lot, and the new generation change, the society change, everything. But now when I see a lot of show, I see a lot of talent, a lot of potential, the young people, incredible. But I see in general, not everyone, but I see a lot of demonstration, competition, who is more fast, who is more the incredible technique. But just for me, feel is so different. And I know, but when I am more young, I do the same. I need to do and see, I do that, it's better, and yes, but everything knows that for me. But when I feel, and I remember when I feel the first show in my life, but feel is the trance, total trance in the show, I'm in shock, totally. And I say, wow, what is this? This is what I want. And maybe when I finish, I remember, I say, I don't know what I do in this moment. But it's the first time I really feel all the time, like similar, like a dream, you know, is really, and I think so, it's so for me important. I prefer to see some dancer, maybe no is incredible movement, is incredible demonstration, but I see the passion and I see when he feel, just maybe he walk.
Yeah.
But yes, for me it's really different, and is why I say don't pretend to do, but when the dancer he see the teacher, I want to do the same. But sometimes me, when I explore, when you mark it, just you mark. Your body, he don't pretend to do. And this is, for me, the best point when you open the new door. And it's good moment, and it's good to explore that to understand the state is so important when you dance. When you have more control in your state, automatically you have more control in your body.
Yeah.
And the state is the breathing, is why I work with the breathing all the time. The breath is everything, is so necessary, not just for the dance, I think so for the life. And I explore more when I try the first time the breathing, the yoga, and I discover this, and I say, wow, is when I have the control of my state, not just when I dance. Maybe when I'm nervous or I have a situation more complicated, I need to have, and we need to have the control of the state for the recharge the mind is so necessary. In this life, in this society, is really necessary. All the time, the mind is, we need to do, I need to make, is all the time like that. Ba, 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 all the time. But silence, today is, what is silence? And is, from my experience, it's really necessary. I explain for everyone, 10 minutes per day, silence in your mind. Just you concentrate and you breathe. Is the best medicament, I think so. This is best medicine,
yes,
for my opinion. And just is why I say don't pretend. Feel what do you do. You confuse. Don't worry. The step is a step. But the feel, I think so, is when you understand what you need.
Yes.
But I repeat, it's just my philosophy and my opinion and my experience. But always I speak with the dancer and I explain that why it's necessary to understand more who is Fabian or who is, and I think so it's really necessary.
Yes.
Just it's I repeat, it's my opinion. But with my experience, I have the answer every day. Is totally necessary to feel when you dance. Yeah. And I think so, see, you don't feel, me, I can't to continue. See, one day I don't feel more, sure I'm stop.
Yeah?
Sure. See, of course, you can't to feel all the time.
Yeah, okay.
Someday you feel a little bit more.
But you need to feel, like, even if it's
yes, a little bit. But
have that feeling.
Sometimes this is the same. See, your mind pretend to, I need to feel. You don't feel.
Yeah.
When your mind is more relaxed, you say, let's go. I think so. When it's comes a surprise or and of course, it's impossible to feel all the time the same feel. It's always different, but it's really necessary. I prefer to see one dancer. Wow, he feel a lot, and maybe it's incredible, but my emotionality is directly when I see some people when he feel.
Yeah. You get a link,
Yeah.
like a straight connection. I understand.
Exactly.
I remember this. From time to time it happens, and it's beautiful. So I suppose you bring all these concepts and philosophies and ideas into your work, in your company as well. Do you have other main topics in your company, or when you are a choreographer, what do you go towards? What are your main ideas? Do you have, or is it just what you said already?
No, just what I say. Of course, I have. We do the training always. I do the breathing, for example. But depend the production, depend the show. We explore different background, but my philosophy is the same. Is a change with the dancer. Now more. Maybe when I start, it's more okay. This is this material, and but I think so. Of course, I fixed some material, but I love to explore with the dancer. I love to understand the different personality. I think so. It's really necessary to understand every dancer, to understand. But I think so. Every people is different.
Obviously, yes.
And maybe see, we go together in these projects. Maybe when I speak with him, he needs something different to that. When I explain, or when I push, or when I think so. It's really necessary to understand every personality, but it's different. And always I say, I'm choreographer, I'm dancer, but we need to be a little psychologue, a little bit for understand more. Yes, the personality of the dancer, and yes, I tried to create not some community, but yes, I love to create together and to explore. Okay, today we explore that, and maybe no is a solution, maybe no is. But I like to try always something different with a dancer, and I think so is a good for the dancer, not just one style or one quality. Of course, I have my quality, but. I like to, for example, to dance with different dancers, totally different, maybe. This is for me, it's really complementary. Depends the production, I repeat, depends what I want to do. But yes, my philosophy is the same what I explain, when I work with a dancer, and of course is not all the time is the same dancer. Sometimes yes, sometimes not, but maybe one day when I have all the time work, this is my dream, to have continuity, not just 3 months and after, but just is my dream that maybe one day, but yes, is I repeat, is what I explain is the philosophy of my work.
I see. Do you have time to build other hobbies, like find other passions, like music or visual arts or cooking?
I love the nature in general. I love to go in the forest. I love to go. I love the dog. A lot. The animal in general, I love it. Yes, music, I love it. But
do you like practice any of these? Do you go hiking on a regular basis, or I don't know, do you play an instrument?
No. But I like to observe, or I love, for example, the people, the painting. I love it. I love to see different architecture. This is really necessary for me to see. And I love to observe in general the people in the streets. Maybe not for the critic, no, just but I love to observe in general. I'm so curious for everything, and I love to sit maybe in the park and just I observe.
Yes.
This for me is so necessary for recharge my mind and for recharge my energy.
Is this connected with the idea of silence that you mentioned before?
Exactly.
Observing, just calm.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I love to observe in general. Yes, I don't have, but before the dance, I do the athleticism a lot of 15 years.
Yeah.
I love sport in general. See, we go the bike. Let's go. I like to. I need to practice my body, of course. Fabian just sit is strange. It's a little strange.
Stand up now. So. Just to finish, what is next in your life right now? What are you seeking? What's the next step for you? Do you have any plans, like big plans, or?
I continue to develop more and more my company. I hope to have opportunity to develop more my company. I want to continue to teach. I want to continue the pedagogy. I want to continue to dance. My dream is to construct some festival, some space in the nature.
Yeah.
This is my dream. Maybe one day, I don't know, but I hope one day to have opportunity to create, to construct some space in the nature, to organize different workshops, to organize, to propose different residents for the people.
Yeah.
For different, not just for the dancer, maybe for the art in general, to create some festival in the nature. This is my best dream. I don't know. Maybe one day this is to create some festival and to. This is yes.
What would be the name? Do you have a name for the festival?
No, I don't know for the moment the name, and of course I want to have my studio, my space. I imagine I have my house here in the nature, and okay, I want to explore 9 in the morning or 9 in the night. I have my space, and for my company, we create here with the nature. I think so.
Do you know that music festival Tomorrowland? Have you heard of it?
Yes.
Tomorrowland. You could call your festival Thomé Roland.
Maybe.
No.
No. But I don't know the name. But this is yes, my next.
Yeah, I see. This is the big step.
I'm really, my character is when I want something,
you go for it.
And maybe it's in 20 years, but little step by step.
Yeah.
And I think so is, for me the important is don't stop your passion, don't stop your energy, and continue to have the dream for the end. I have a lot of dreams when I young. I remember maybe one day I dance, you dance, maybe one day, and I think so it's really necessary to have different dream, and step by step, depends your energy, depends your positivity. I think so everything is here, is in the mind, and I hope to continue, to develop my passion.
Well, let's keep dreaming. I am sure you will achieve yours. Thank you for the ideas, the emotions, and the workshop. See you tomorrow. We have 2 more days, right?
Yes.
With you. Excellent. Well, till next time. I have a lot of questions, but yeah. So maybe next time. This is the first time in Romania, so maybe the second time we're gonna have a company, a festival, a bigger company, and we're gonna be in a different space. Let's meet again. That's what I would say.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.